Good morning. Let's talk. This is a Nigerian stool. Almost every Nigerian has this in their house. Some people call it stood, some people call it stool. I know that even if you don't have it, once you have a baby, you'd have this because you need it. So, a Nigerian stool is what your mother would basically practically use to bathe your baby, or anybody that's going to be bathing your baby, because almost every Nigerian bathes their baby in a baby bath. But I'm not here to talk about Nigerian stool today. I just got up. It was like 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 6. Checking for my children's tab. This is like 6 o'clock, 6:47, and I just wanted to do this quick home video before I start my day and my kids wake up. And what I wanted to say this morning is two things. Number one, just start. That dream, that goal, that ambition, I'll just reposition my camera, that you always wanted to do, always wanted to have. I am here to tell you today to start. Don't wait till you have everything figured out. Just go and start. And if you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you get started, you're making a mistake. Now, you will notice a variance or a difference in my videos. Now, the phone I'm shooting from is like my small phone, like my small Android phone, what I use for like my everyday life. And when you see high quality videos from me, it's because I'm using my brother's iPhone to shoot. A lot of times when I'm at home, I have a lot of content ideas, a lot of things I want to shoot or I want to put on camera, put on video for you people, because they're very useful. But then I'm always like, my video quality will not be so good and all of that. But then I noticed that I get more views from even what I call not so good quality videos, like what I call not so good quality videos, and it's making impact. Now, the second thing I want to tell you is that if you have this desire to put out content out there, you should know that your content, somebody is waiting to watch you. You are the only you that exists on planet Earth. There is no other you like you. There can be nobody like you. Somebody is waiting to watch your content. Don't do content for views. I don't know how many times or how much more we can say it. Do not do content for views. It is the worst thing, because when you don't see the numbers going up, you get discouraged, and then you begin to do things that is not you. In the world of AI, the most important currency right now is authenticity. People are going to begin to look out for what is authentic, what is AI, what is not AI, what is real, who is real. When you start something, some people will start something and just poof. But then there might have been a lot of background work. Probably they were working with somebody that was a content creator or a company that helps in production. So they've learned a lot of things under that person, and they just started and went off. And then you are starting. You learn as you go. It's just like marriage or having children. There are so many things people don't tell you when you have kids. I remember when I had my son, when I started feeling labor, it was not what I thought it was. I read, I studied, but when they say experience is the best teacher, I remember when my godfather came to the hospital to take me into the delivery room, I practically was crying because you are crying not because I was not even crying because of the pain. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no medicine they can give you to take away, the pain. Or I hear there's epidural, but working in Nigeria, and just trust me, just have your child without it. Your mother has did it, they didn't die. You will not die. Trust me, you will not die. Your body has been programmed to do it, so you do it. But I was crying because I don't know, I just felt scared. A lot of things were happening to me at the same time. I couldn't control it. And for you to get that baby out, you have to go through more. Will I call it pain? Will I call it pressure? Will I call it discomfort? You know, but you just have to go through that. And at the end of the day, your baby comes out. And then there's this rush of joy. And after the baby comes out, the placenta comes out. And you're like, I did it. I pushed out this baby. And then I did the next year. I had my babies back to back. The next year, I gave birth to my daughter. In fact, hers was short, intense. Like, if there's another word called intense, hers was intense. So, I use this to explain the fact that sometimes in life you learn as you go. When you become a mom, the first time your child falls sick, and there are just a lot of things that you will just learn. I have to hold up my camera because my battery has gone low, but I really wanted to finish this video. So I said number two, the first time your child falls sick, yeah, that's it. The first time your child falls sick, there are a lot of things that you think but until when you experience it, you don't know nothing. Also, I said something about authenticity. See, this thing might have been the way every other child goes through this particular stage, but your child is different. So I just use all these analogies like, life is parallel. You understand? Truth is parallel and everything. So I use all this to explain to you. Just start your content. If you want to put out content, start. I know that everybody is going to be a content creator, and content creator does not mean you're a comedian. Do you know that most of us are even content creators? You put out pictures on Facebook, you put out pictures on your WhatsApp status, you put out things out there. You are creating content because these social media platforms cannot exist without you. You are feeding them. You are feeding them. Some people have taken it as careers. Some people take it for the fun of it. Not everybody is funny. I see a lot of people going for funny content creation. But do you know that if you really want to make impact, you need to do educational content? Yeah, you might have some funny content there and here and there, but educational content is just the way. So this morning, I just came to tell you to start. And when you start, be authentic. Don't do what the other person is doing. Do you? Because when you begin to do, yes, there might be similarities now. I know somebody that anytime I hear him, it's just like I'm listening to Pastor Chris. But I am sure that they might not even know each other. I'm very sure that they might not even know each other. But this person is a pastor, but a business coach. And he he he, he talks about business life according to Bible principles. Like, the first time I heard him talking, I was like, I was like, am I listening to Pastor Chris in a black American's voice? So sometimes you may sound like somebody else, especially when you're saying spitting truth. Especially when you're speaking spitting truth, right? When you're when you're saying truth, you may sound like somebody else. But be you, be real, do your own thing. Start. As you grow, you get better. Sometimes you may have perfect setup, perfect lighting, perfect camera from the beginning. Perfect. But sometimes you just need to start. And when you start, whether you're doing comedy, whether you're starting, now I'm talking about content, whether you're doing educational, whether you want to talk about marriage, make sure one thing is done. You are giving value. Don't let people waste their time watching your videos. Add value to people's life. You may make mistakes, so you may make mistakes along the way, especially if you're just starting on your own. Now, some people have companies that they work with, you know, but you may make mistakes. As I tell everybody around me, you make a mistake, you are not the mistake. I learned this from my godfather. Hey, God. I learned this from my godfather. Like, it's a blessing to my life. I remember one time I was doing something and it was like everybody was, on me. I was not just getting it at work. Everything, I was just, and it wasn't really as if I was not getting it. It's just like, when you just need, you know what to do. You just need like a little guidance here and there. And there was nobody providing that. And he said one word to me. He said, you made a mistake. You are not a mistake. And then I realized that because I made a mistake, I started seeing myself as a mistake. I started seeing myself as if I was not wanted, I was not needed. You need to get to that point in your life where you can separate I made a mistake from I am a mistake. Many times you are seeing yourself as a mistake. You are not a mistake. You made a mistake. Okay, learn and move on. Don't you may learn and move on. Where there is error is if you keep making that mistake, then something is wrong. And then you need to sit down and talk to yourself. Learn and move on. You made a mistake in your marriage, learn and move on. You made a mistake with your finances, learn and move on. You made a mistake with your investments, learn and move on. Because there's so much to be achieved. I don't believe that because I want to have more, then you should have less. No, I don't believe that. We have a God that has infinite possibilities. It doesn't end. There's a love song that says, your love is ever sure and in its steadfastness, it has no end. It has no end. So I don't believe that for IJ to have more, then Joshua needs to have less. No, it's wrong. Joshua can have more, IJ can have more. All of us can be number one. So move on. Don't kill yourself with that mistake. In this journey, move on. I need to stop this video now because I don't want it to go longer than 50 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. And maybe at the next one I would add some more things to my video quality. For even watching this video, you mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I love you. Goodbye.